come in and just do a nice little quick chit chatty video. It probably looks a little bit different because I am using my vlog camera. My main camera is, the battery's acting up. I might have to go get a new battery. The battery freaking came apart. So we'll see how that works out. It's charging right now. We'll see if it charges, if it does, if it doesn't. Okay. But you see in the title, just talking about anxiety and depression. You guys know I did a video in regards to anxiety, dealing with anxiety in the pandemic and whatnot, and everybody deals with different things. But I just wanted to kind of be a little bit transparent in this video and just kind of share a bit on how I'm dealing with my anxiety and a side dose of depression, right? So I don't want to minimize depression, like, oh, it's just a little bit, you know. It's however it is, you know, for me. Everybody's is different. So the purpose of me doing this video is never judge a book by its cover. And you see people on social media, you see people every which way smiling, doing this, and they only show you pretty much the good side of everything. They may show a little bit of the bad side, but trust me, that bad side might be a little bit staged and it's not really like graphic, because at the end of the day, we all go through stuff. Hands down, we are all going through stuff. So for me, it start with the anxiety piece. My anxiety, I'm pretty much dealing with that as it comes. I don't have my anxiety attacks. My anxiety attacks how I used to. I used to have several a day, to the point where I couldn't even get work done. Like, I would get it done, but I would want to rush through it just to get it out because I knew another attack was coming. And it was like one time I had so many in one day that I couldn't function. I couldn't do anything. You just never know what somebody is going through. Now, I do come up here, I do makeup, I do my vlogs or whatever the case may be, but at the end of the day, I'm still human. And I want to share that piece with you guys because I know I have a platform, and if I don't share, you never know what somebody's going through. You just never know. So I do go to a therapist. I do go to therapy. So I go to therapy once a week. I do want to go twice a week, but you know, you gotta pay for that sucker. Even with insurance, you have to pay for it. But I will definitely say, talking and getting things out, you know, and even writing things down, it definitely helps. But when you're able to work with a professional that can help you with certain techniques on how to deal with certain things, I really had to remove myself from so many different things in my life, because so many different things was giving me anxiety. Personal, professional, you know, just a whole host of things. So I had to pick and choose what was important to me, because at the end of the day, if I'm not good for myself, I'm not good for no one. And that was hard. It was hard. But once I did that and I went through my little piece, I found myself just in a better place. I just really found myself in a better place, because I'm a kind of person where, and believe it or not, I do care about what people think about me. I do care about what people say and stuff like that. I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to not care. But you know, when you're used to doing that, it takes a while for that piece to kind of like subside. You know, I still ask like my kids questions, or I ask other people questions like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think about this? What do you think about me? You know, but I got my makeup brushes. That's how you know I'm getting antsy. I'm just picking up stuff to talk to you guys, because I'm in a space where I'm trying to be, well, I'm not trying, I want to be a little bit more transparent. And not so much vulnerable. It's kind of the same thing. But I want people, and I want you ladies to know, if you are going through anxiety and depression, it's okay. It's okay. In the beginning, I was like, ugh, it's not okay. It's not okay. But it doesn't mean you don't have control of yourself. You just have to find ways to get control, you know, in certain situations, you know, set boundaries and whatnot. So even at the age of 44, I had to figure that out. You know, and I am so happy I did that, because you know, you come to realize You sitting here in a sunken place, as you know, that's a new thing here. You sitting here in that sunken place, but meanwhile, other people are good. And they may not be good, but for the most part, they're good. But yet, you're just all frazzled. So I had to sit back and really sit and think, okay, Kelly, you need to be good. And you need to care about nobody else. And you need not to care about what people think, what people say, their opinions, or anything. Because that's adding on to what you're already dealing with in regards to anxiety and in regards to depression. So I had to make sure that I got it together. Now with depression, anxiety, I have techniques. So if I do feel an attack coming on, I let it come, because you can't stop it. You cannot stop. And that was my thing. I would try to stop my anxiety attacks, and you can't stop them. And that was hard for me to figure out, like, why is this even happening? It's like worse than being like, say if you're scared of something, or say if like you're waiting for some results back, if you like took a test or something, or you waiting for something. It's a different type of anxiety when you're going through anxiety mixed with depression. It's like you're on edge, like, geek. But however, I have techniques. I do let my anxiety attacks just come on, and I allow them to run its course. At one point, my anxiety attacks used to last for like 15 to 30 minutes. So can you imagine how we think 5 minutes is so long, and meanwhile 5 minutes is really short? Just imagine being in such a tense spot for 30 minutes. That's like feeling like 2 hours. That's how I was. So now I let my anxiety, they don't come like they used to. I used to have really bad anxiety attacks. They don't come like they used to. They pretty much I will still say I might have them once a week. And maybe it just all depends. If, you know, how's work is going, how's home going, it all just still depends. But I do have like I said, I have a technique. I want to keep repeating myself that I do. And it helps, you know, if it's counting, if it's journaling, or whatever the exercise that I choose to do to help me. Sometimes I have to do 5 different things to get myself back. And I can be okay after the first thing that I may do, if it's breathing or something like that. But I still will do the other things just to kind of make sure that my mind is like off of what brought me to the anxiety attack, if you understand what I'm saying. Now with depression, that is, well, I had well, I don't think I had. I'm dealing with a combination of both. So I had to learn how to set boundaries, how to ignore certain things, and how not to let certain things get me riled up. Because I am a person who, if something bothers me, or I feel like I have to always respond to something that bothers me, then everything just comes in. So to keep me out of that sunken place, I will, how would I say it? I just set my boundaries. I ignore, and I involve myself when need be. And I'm going to make a lot of changes come next year. So I'm working on a few things. I can't wait to share with you guys, because I know there's other women. I'm not sure if it's any of you ladies. You know, I don't want to put this upon no one. But even as, you know, you're going through, like I'm not going through menopause as of yet, but just even dealing with, like, I went through fibroids, I went through surgeries and stuff, and that can take you through a whirlwind itself, having these heavy menstruals, bleeding all over the place, can't have a really good social life, you know, pre-pandemic, you know, it just really plays on you. So it's just, I just had to really just sit back and say, it's about Kelly. Kelly wants to be happy. Kelly wants to be clear of so many different things. And you know what? At the end of the day, when people give their opinions about something, it's fine, it's good. You know, sometimes some are wanted, some are wanted, some are unwanted. But at the end of the day, whatever I choose to do in my life, like I'm planning a lot of changes in 2021. And if my things don't work out, then that's fine. I just hope everyone, and for who this is me speaking out at this point. You know, you just hope when, if things don't work out in your life, and people that may have had opinions about your life, that they will definitely be there for you if things don't work out. But you don't want that to actually happen. But yeah. But with depression, I just pretty much, I take one day at a time, and I try to make sure that I'm always in a positive state. Like I said, doing YouTube is really, really helpful, and it's therapeutic for me. Very therapeutic for me, because I know you ladies are chit-chatting with me, you ladies are talking to me, and that really, really helps me. So I want to also thank you ladies, because you ladies help me. You really don't realize how much you help me. I communicate with so many of you, even if it's just here on the channel, under the comments, if it's in private message, if it's on Instagram. And for those of you that do have my personal phone number, and for those of you that we text, or those of you that we talk on Instagram, I thank you. Because you never know what a person is going through. You never know. We all put smiles on our faces. We all do everything. But sometimes people are really going through things. They really are. And I am one of them. I'm one of them. You know, so I'm definitely going to keep this conversation going. Let me know if you want me to. I'm going to do another video about it, because I definitely want to share some things that, like techniques that I've learned that help me. Because it's important. I know I'm looking down, I'm looking around, I'm looking all of that, because I really it's me opening up, if you can understand. I'm opening up to, like, you know, bring you into my real sensitive part of my life, and that is me dealing with anxiety and depression. And people really just don't know how can I put it? They think they're helping, but they make things worse, you know, or your environment, or just different things that can really, you know, bring you, you know, down. But not that I'm ungrateful for anything. I'm very grateful, even during these times of the holidays. I'm very grateful. But you just be so surprised that, you know, things that trigger you. And I'm learning that too. You know, I'm learning, even at this age, I'm learning what my triggers are. I'm learning, you know, what brings me down, what makes me happy. And for order for me to keep myself here, I have to keep doing things that make me happy. So I'm going to do a lot of videos because that makes me happy. And I have to stay in a happy place. I hope I wasn't rambling on or anything like that. I hope I touched someone. I hope you ladies reach out to me. You know, just, you know, keep the conversation going in the comments, because I am appreciative of all of that. You know I probably sound kind of all over the place, but I definitely want to share that with you, because right now we're in the holidays, and oh God, we're in the holidays, and we could all be in a sensitive spot. You know, people go through deaths, losses, you know, with this COVID, and then just natural causes, or heart attacks, different cancer, different things. People are losing loved ones, or whatever the case may be. And like I said, I mentioned before in one of my videos, like, you know, during the holidays, people really go through a lot. You know, you always find that people are doing like suicides, or whatever the case may be, during the holidays, because some people can't afford certain things, and it's just depressing for them, or they just can't be there for their family how they really want to. They may have lost their job, whatever the case may be. You always see that, especially around the holiday time. So I just want to share and let you know that I am an individual who is definitely dealing with anxiety and depression, and it's a must for me to, you know, pretty much move forward, be positive, because not just for myself, I do have a family that definitely depends on me, and I depend on them as well. So I definitely want to make sure I touch someone so someone can know that, you know, if you feel like you're in a bad place, that place will not always be there. Like they say, if you feel like you're in a, you know, you're in a bad place, think of it being a storm. Storms are never forever. They may damage a lot during that process. You have hurricanes, tsunamis, tornadoes, whatever the case may be, snowstorms. They may have a lot of damage. Prime example with the storm, you have lighting, power outages, people lose their homes, whatever the case may be. But the storm does end. And that's how I look at it. The storm, we don't know how long the storm is going to last. It may be something short and quick, tear up everything, or something long and drawn out. Because sometimes you have to learn a lesson through the process. And I've definitely noticed that as well. I need to learn a lot of lessons in this process, you know. So I just want to let you guys know that you're not alone if you are dealing. And I want to say thank you again to you ladies, because you got ladies really help me in ways that you don't even know. You don't. So thank you. And I'm not going to drag this video on any longer than what it is. So I just want to say hey to all my new subscribers, hey to all my loyals. Thanks for hanging on, and catch me next video. And if you are going through something and you want to chit chat, leave your stuff down below or send me an inbox and we can definitely chat, okay? But we're always going to make everything positive, because when you're positive, that's when you are definitely at your best, okay? So I thank you ladies again. See you in my next video.